Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Vivekam, studying in Information Science and Engineering, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. User Interface Design. Subject code 18CS734. So, let's see organizing window functions in User Interface Design. Content, Introduction, Meaning, Best Practices for Window Organization, and Conclusion. Introduction. The term organization of window functions typically refers to how different window functions are structured or categorized in context of a signal processing or data analysis. In this context, a window function is a mathematical function that is applied to a set of data values. So data values means a new window to reduce the effects of spectral leakage or other undesirable characteristics when performing operations such as a Fourier transforms. And window functions are used in various signals processing applications including spectral analysis, filter design, and data smoothing. And also different window functions have different characteristics and there depends on their specific requirements of analysis or processing. So this is introduction of organizing a window functions. So the meaning. In user interface design, a window typically refers to a graphical user interface. So the meaning is in UID, a window refers to a GUI. That means graphical user interface element that represents a distinct area on a screen, often containing a specific set of information or functionality. Window functions in this context may refer to the actions or operations that can be performed within or these windows. So here it performs the actions within the windows or outside the windows. The term organization could be interpreted in a few ways. So here the term organization, it could be says in a few ways: layout and structure, and the workflow or task organization, and hierarchy and navigations. So these are all the terms. So let's see, continued. Layout and structured. It might refer to how different Windows functions are organized within an overall layout of a user interface. So here it refers window functions are organized the overall layout of the user interface. This includes the placement of buttons, menus, and the control within a windows. So and also here it includes the buttons and the menus and also other control buttons in a window. So the next one is workflow or a task organization. This means it could also pretend to how different window functions support or organize the user's workflow or tasks. For example, a well-designed UI might group related functions together or guide the user through a logical sequence of actions. So here it can guide the user through a logical sequence of actions. So the next one is hierarchy and navigation. Organization might also refer to the hierarchical structure of windows and also functions. So here the organizations may also refer to the structure of windows and functions of hierarchy, and especially in more complex applications. Users often navigate through different windows to access specific features or perform certain tasks. So the user navigate through a different or a new window to access specific features or perform certain tasks. So best practices for window organization. Organizing window functions in user interface design involves structuring and presenting different functions within the window to enhance user experience and efficiency. So here, to get a best practice for window organization, the user interface design involves structuring and presenting the different function within the windows to enhance the user experience and efficiency. Here are some best practices for organizing window functions in UI design. Group related functions. So here clusters related functions together within a window. For example, place formatting options together in a text editing window or a group editing tools in a image editing window. Logical grouping make it easier for user to find and identify functions they need. So here it makes user to find and identify the functions the user need. Clear and intuitive navigation. Ensure that navigation between windows and functions is clear and intuitive. User recognize icons, labels and navigation patterns. And also user recognizes the patterns, labels and icons. Consider using breadcrumbs or a clear hierarchical to show user their current location in the applications. So here they are using a breadcrumbs or a clear hierarchical to show the user current location. Contextual menus and toolbars. Implement contextual menus and toolbars that changes based on the user current selection or context. It provides relevant option based on what the user is working on. So here it provides the information based on what the user is working on. Customizable interfaces. So here UID allows user to customize their interface by regearing or hiding functions based on their preferences. Customizability empowers user to tailor the interface to their own workflow. So here they are giving an opportunity to a user to customize the interfaces. And the next one is use tabs and panels wisely. So if your application uses multiple windows or panels, use tabs or panels effectively. So here if the application is using multiple windows, then we need to use tabs or panels. Reserve them for different types of content or functionality and avoid overcrowding with too much options. So here we need to give limited options and avoid giving the more options and look overcrowded. Responsive design for varying screen sizes. So here design with a responsiveness in mind to accommodate different screen size and resolutions. Here we need to work with a responsiveness mind to accommodate different sizes and screens and resolutions, and ensure that window functions are accessible and usable across a range of devices. And the next one is provide help and guidance. Include tooltips, hints or help documentation to guide users through the functionality of different window functions. This is especially important for complex applications or features. Here we are going to provide a help to the users where he can find that is a difficult in the applications or features. User testing and feedback. Conduct user testing to gather feedback on the organization of window functions. Here we need to conduct feedback to get the user. We need to get the user testing. Use this feedback to iterate and improve the design based on actual user interactions and references. Here after getting the feedback, we need to improve and iterate the design and design the user interface and preferences. So the next one is accessibility considerations. Ensure that your user interface is accessible to users with disabilities. So we need to ensure that our user interface is accessible to the user without any disabilities. This includes providing alternative text for images, ensuring keyword navigation, and considering color contrast. So this is all about accessibility considerations. So the conclusion. In conclusion, organizing window function in user interface design involves thoughtful consideration of users' needs and behavior. Here it going to give us users' needs and behaviors. Following best practices ensure a more intuitive, efficient and user-friendly interface. Here by the best practices we can get the user-friendly interface. Key principles include grouping related functions logically and prioritizing frequently used actions, and also maintaining consistently across windows, providing clear navigation and allowing customizations. So and also responsive design, accessibility considerations and ongoing user testing contribute to a dynamic and adaptable interface that enhance the overall user experience. So ultimately, a well-organized UI empowers users, reduces cognitive load, and fosters a positive interaction applications. Thank you.